Hello, beautiful people. This is Dr. Abe. Thanks for joining us as we quickly round up the previous season 3 of the Good Doctor. And as always, I'm with
Dr. Emma.
So, without further much ado, let's check out what clips we have. Oh,
Flipping hell.
that's some way. I heard you joined the gym recently.
Yeah, but I'm not doing stuff like that. Why?
Wow, that's some heavy lifting.
That's not gonna be good for your back, man.
Wow, that's some heavy lifting. And
You're gonna get a hernia, mate.
You have, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of things that's running through my. Oh, boom.
Okay. Why?
Wow. Okay. I'm an advocate for good exercise. I'm an advocate for gymming. I think diet, exercise kind of like extend your lifespan. But when is it too much? When is it too far?
Well, look at this perfect example. It's madness.
No, because it's not just a sport to some people. It's a life choice. Yeah, and it's also their careers because they're into weightlifting and stuff like that. But from what we just saw, he definitely cracked something. He definitely broke something. So, what are the dangers in gymming?
Yeah, I mean, our bodies are very strong. I think a lot of us underestimate how strong our bodies are and our muscles. But there are certain things our bodies are just not designed to do. So our spine is not designed to carry that much weight. So obviously your spine is made up of little bones with small cushions of what we call like fluid, or I don't know, yeah, just small cushions in between them.
Oh yeah, the disc, the intervertebrate disc.
Yeah. So if you're putting all that stress on your spine, which are actually really delicate bones, they're not going to be able to withstand it. And the other things are, like I was talking about, I mentioned I was just joking that he could get a hernia.
Exactly. No, it's
true.
very real.
Yeah,
it's not a joke. It's actually very true.
Yeah. So your body's not meant to have that much pressure within it. Then things will start to pop out in the wrong places.
Exactly. I don't know how long he's been doing that, but that amount of weight looked a bit too much.
The bar was bending. The bar was literally bending at each side. It's just, I think, but you see these people at the gym, people that scream with every time. It's like, my guy, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, but hey, everybody has their own motives. Oh well, let's see what we have next. Okay, those are pellets. And wow, that's the intestine, right?
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe some drugs.
Did you see his expression? My God, he was just tired of that. Drug mules, they call them.
Wow. What do they call them?
Drug mules, like the
mules. Oh, right, yeah.
You get it.
Donkeys.
Yeah, basically, they carry the stuff. They are the people at the most risk and to their health, obviously, but make the least of the money out of it.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Wow. It's really depressing to see this, but people will do anything to make a living.
Yeah, and sometimes they're threatened.
Exactly.
They've got involved with the wrong type of people.
Exactly.
But flipping, look at how many.
This, like, I don't know.
How long would it have taken them to swallow all of those?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how do you even swallow this?
You just brunch it, I guess. You just close your eyes and swallow it.
Wow, this is crazy. Have you ever come across a cocaine addict or somebody who had ingested an excessive amount of cocaine or who actually did this? Because I've not come across any.
Yeah, I've never seen any drug mules, anyone that's smuggled drugs. But I've definitely seen drug users in the hospital in lots of various different capacities. So I've seen people who were admitted with medical problems that have drug addictions, so you have to find a way to make sure they don't withdraw while they're being admitted. I've also seen people who have overdosed on various street drugs. There's a certain street drug called Spice that we used to see quite often come into intensive care because it just it makes people so aggressive that usually we have to sedate them and intubate them because they're just completely unmanageable. So we have to literally put them to sleep to allow the drug to metabolize outside of their body. The problem with that is sometimes We sedate them just a little because we don't want to completely knock them out.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden they wake up and they're like pulling out lines, and they're always like, big guys. So there's like 20 of us trying to
just
hold him down, just make sure that he doesn't hurt himself. That's happened. I can't even count the number of times that happened while I was working in intensive care. So yeah, I've seen a lot. Obviously, I work in London, so it's metropolitan. We've seen a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, but as you were just saying, if one of those pellets just ruptures, that's literally going to be the end of his life.
And actually, I'll tell you a good story.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't call it a good story, apologies, but it's something that will always stick with me. There was a young lady in her early 30s who was given some cocaine for her birthday. It was her birthday weekend. Was
it intentional?
Yeah, like she's already known to use cocaine.
Oh, okay.
But she was given some for her birthday to celebrate her birthday. And I don't know if it was more than she usually takes or whatever, but it turns out that she had some sort of heart abnormality that she never knew about. So when she took the cocaine, cocaine does affect the heart, and it can affect people with even normal hearts. But in her case, it was really unfortunate that she had this heart abnormality that, was never detected
earlier.
Yeah. So when she took the cocaine, she went into cardiac arrest. And when she came into the hospital, she, she had a lot of hypoxic brain injury, which means that when oxygen hasn't got to the brain, basically no longer functions. So we now had a young 30-something-year-old woman with hypoxic brain injury just from celebrating her birthday. And I'm not sure what happened to her in the end, actually, because I left my intensive care rotation. But whilst I was there, she was, completely... she had a lot of the signs of brain injury. I don't think she would have ever recovered to the stage that she was. She may have left the hospital paralyzed, unable to speak. So really think twice before you engage in these things, because, things that you never expect to happen could happen.
Exactly. And that's a very sad story for a birthday party, to be very honest. But wow. Okay. Wait, what's happening to the lady? I think wow, she's having seizures. I think we've been seeing that very often recently. I have so many encounters with people having seizures. I've had someone had a seizure whilst I was just walking past them. In the street. I had to help the person. I've had somebody had a seizure when I was just buying the drug in the pharmacy. I've had somebody had seizure in church. I've had I don't know whether I'm attracted to it or it's attracted to me. But yeah, the thing is, I just thank God I was there at that time because I could be of help.
Literally, so lucky.
Have you had any encounters?
Yeah, but all within the hospital.
Okay.
All true seizures, I'd say. I've had a lot of, other collapses outside the hospital, but all true seizures I've seen have been within the hospital in a controlled environment.
Okay, so can you quickly inform or educate everybody on what to do when they see someone having seizures?
Well, I think you should. You're the expert. Basically what you saw in the clip, in that what you'll notice is that nobody tried to pin her down or tried to put her muscles together.
Exactly.
Like I mentioned in the first clip, our bodies are so much stronger than you realize. And if you imagine when you're having a seizure, literally every muscle in your body is contracted. So these people are very strong. So the last thing you want to do is try and hold them down, because joints can literally pop out of their sockets. So all you want to do is make sure that they're safe. So as you can see, they tried to put a pillow underneath her head, which is a good idea.
Exactly.
And then you just want to move everything around them to make sure they're obviously not going to roll into a body of water or roll into fire or, roll into a piece of furniture that can fall on them. And then as soon as possible, you want to time. So as soon as they start seizing, remember to time. Start a timer, because the emergency services, when they arrive, will want to know how long they've been seizing for.
And also check out for other signs, whether they are foaming in their mouth, whether they are bleeding from their nose, or there's any fluid coming out from their nose or their ears or any part of their orifice, or whether they are defecating, urinating. All those things are quite important, and you need to note them down so that when the appropriate healthcare service come in, they would attend to the person as needed.
Yeah, because they will ask you these questions.
Exactly.
you won't be blamed if you say, I don't know. No one is going to be upset with you. But it's really helpful if you did note these things down.
Yeah, especially when they ask, was the person's eye rolling? And like, okay, what? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I think we'll bring this episode to a close. I'm Dr. Abe.
I'm Dr. Emma.
And follow us if you need to, or if you want to, or if you cannot. Just like and subscribe.